Welcome to the episode of the Tailgate Talk Podcast. It's the fanatic. Once again,
AFC T. This is what 1-0 feel like, buddy. This is a good feeling. 1-0.
we both want to know.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, this is a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be 1-0. You know?
So I guess since you're here, we'll do like a weekly recap. I'll do my Eagles recap and then a weekly recap. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
I watched a little bit of the Eagles game.
I ain't gonna hold you. So with the Eagles game, like, I'm not gonna lie. I was really confident.
Y'all look good, but y'all didn't look great.
Until Jalen Carter. I feel like we'd have looked better if Jalen Carter didn't get ejected. I don't think it would have been that close of a game, personally. With him there.
I disagree. Because if you think about it, are you saying that from a pass rush perspective or
yes,
from
Dak
like
had plenty,
a running perspective?
In the first half, Dak had plenty of time, and they were running the ball well. I feel like some of that don't happen if Jalen Carter's there. I do feel like I felt like even though the stats won't show it, I think that was probably one of the best games Jalen Hurts played. He was efficient.
That game.
He ran with his legs. He was a lot loose.
Well, what else would he run with? That game, and you know exactly what I'm about to go to. That game showed, if you go back and you watch our episode on Is Jalen Hurts a top 10 quarterback, I said something in there on why I can't, not why the media can't, but why I can't put him in my top 5. It was top 5, not top 10, because he's definitely top 10. But why I can't put him in my top 5 confidently, because of his lack of throwing prowess, not ability, because he has the ability to throw the ball. Because he threw a very nice ball to
Dotson.
To John,
John Dotson.
Very good ball. Very good ball. But his throwing prowess. But an asterisk and a caveat on that is, if he is not asked to throw, it's really a hard judgment call. Because in the play call and the play sheet, if I'm not asking you to make throws, it's not a lot I can really judge.
So okay, here's my honest opinion. I feel like
that's your playbook.
I feel like what saved both defenses was the delay, because I thought it was about. If it was for the delay, I thought it was about to be a shootout. I feel like Jalen could have easily had.
No, so this is what I would say.
Let me finish. Here's why I say that, because
going back to the weather delay, right? The weather delay came after the fumble, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And y'all were on their 15, 10-yard line, or were they on y'all's?
They were on ours.
So they were about to score.
Yeah.
So to that, and I'll let you finish what you're saying, I think the weather delay helped y'all more than it helped them. Because they had the momentum. Because had they scored, they would have been up, right?
Yeah, but I feel like it helped us because they fumbled, and then we got the ball back, and then the weather delay happened. So we had already captured the momentum back.
I can't say that. I really can't. Because what's to say, hypothetically speaking, right? What's to say y'all got the fumble? Yes, some type of momentum swing. But say the defense is now they're kind of high on it. Like, okay, yeah, we got you offense. We got them pinned like in their 10, 15. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of a momentum swing, but I really think the weather delay kind of helped y'all reset and be like, all right, hey, we got to get our shit together, because they kind of on our ass.
So here's why I say it helped both teams, because they ain't stop us until the weather delay, bro. We scored on every single possession.
But y'all didn't score touchdowns.
We scored 2 touchdowns and a field goal. No, we was up 24-20 at halftime. We scored 3 touchdowns and a field goal.
Y'all only scored 3 points in the second half. It was 21 to, what was it at halftime?
Yeah, 21 to.
Was it 21-20?
Was it 21-20? Did we not score coming out the half?
Nobody scored in the second half.
No, nobody scored. Yeah, nobody scored in the second half. Period.
No,
I don't think
y'all scored. I know for a fact y'all scored in the second half. Because we was texting about the field goals.
Yeah, but he had one before halftime.
No,
I could have sworn I thought he had one before halftime. No, or was that one after?
Second half.
You sure?
I'm very sure about that. Trust me, my money says it. One. So only 3 points were scored in the second half,
which was the field goal.
Yep.
And then after that,
nobody scored.
Yeah, I feel like the weather delay helped because it basically gave both defenses extra halftime, more time to scheme.
I see your point.
Their defense played well.
I see. Now but I definitely challenge it to say that it helped y'all more.
They definitely.
Because Dallas really, if we're being completely honest, if we're gonna be like really complete, Dallas wasn't supposed to be that close. They really weren't.
It wasn't, but also at the same time, like it's like
because Jalen Carter getting ejected should not have affected your offense. Y'all still should have been able to score and put up more than 24 points on the defense. I
can understand that, but if you're giving somebody basically halftime and then basically a whole another hour with the rain with the weather delay to adjustments can be made.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying even previously to that, and even afterwards, to only have 3 points in the second half, weather delay or not, bro, that's still kind of, especially with a defense that they had lost their best threat. Y'all weren't passing the ball at all. Like y'all, like
we had.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
The runs that Jalen Hurts ran was because the Cowboys played good defense. I felt like
they was shutting your receivers down.
Yeah, AJ Brown. I don't think AJ Brown's fully healthy with the hamstring. I feel like
I don't hear that shit.
No, I don't think so.
No,
just like I don't.
That's a cop out. I don't hear.
I'm not copping out.
That's a cop out.
I don't think he's fully healthy.
I don't cop out.
I don't think he was fully healthy. I feel like
I hate when people do that.
I do feel like Dak played well.
When they players get him the fuck up, Dallas corners. I don't know who the other corner is. Deron Bland
and Trayvon Diggs.
They had Smitty and
they definitely had Smitty. I give Smitty that.
They had Smitty and AJ hemmed up, bro. They had them hemmed up on the outside. I don't want to hear his hamstring or his knee. I don't want to hear none of that. They had them boys in lockdown, bro.
I feel like
them boys was in max confinement, bro, on the outside.
All right, we'll see next week.
We will.
I feel like Dak played well, but there was like 3 drops. Eagles could have had 3 interceptions. I feel like the game could have changed completely. It was like Quinion dropped one,
but also at the end of the game, CD dropping them passes.
Yeah,
bro.
No, I agree.
So,
hey, listen,
I say as an assessment, y'all got to figure out y'all corner too.
Definitely, because
y'all nickel corner.
Hey, Adoree Jackson was getting fucking he was getting killed out there, bro. I'm like, nigga,
but that shows it's nothing against him, but that shows when y'all play these teams that have multiple receiver sets and have a good 1A and a good 1B receiver. Not to say George Pickens is a top tier receiver, but somebody like a Jamar Chase and a T Higgins
or Puka and a Devontae.
That was
I'm not gonna lie. That was my worry going into the game. That's why I felt like it was going to be. I felt like
or in y'all division with Terry McLaurin and Debo.
Like
with the receivers in the NFC.
Debo don't scare me like that though.
Okay, we'll see when y'all play them. How much fear he put in y'all.
But at that point though, we had to figure that out because we played them last two out of the last 3. We got Washington Bills, Washington close the season out.
Okay.
So here's I knew going into it, I was worried about the second corner. I think from here on out, Bennett is going to be the starter because Adoree. They need to cut that nigga yesterday. That nigga was getting torched.
Okay.
I mean, absolutely torched. We got lucky because the Miles Sanders fumble happened.
Okay.
And I knew he was going to fucking fumble. It was one play where this nigga would have had a clean touchdown if he hit the hole and he went to the outside. I'm like, this is why I'm happy we got rid of him.
Well, he got chased down by who? Zach Bond?
Yeah, but it was another play before that.
Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't Sanders, I don't think. Was that Sanders? Oh, it was.
Then they came right back with him and he had the fumble.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to clean some stuff up. I want to see how the defense looks with Jalen Carter in there. I'm a little worried he could end up getting suspended against the Chiefs. But we'll see. But yeah, I mean, nobody really in our division looked impressive. Washington ain't look great.
Okay.
I thought the Giants would have been better.
I didn't.
I really thought because what they won 5-6 games last year with fucking
Giants?
Yeah, with Daniel Jones. I'm like, Russell Wilson can at least get you 2 or 3 wins.
Shit, and me. If y'all watch the game, y'all seen elite neighbors.
So we'll see.
So let me ask you this question. Then. So do you feel like because you said y'all didn't look good? Do you feel like Dallas lost the game or did y'all win the game? It sounds like a stupid question to ask, but that's a real.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't answer that question because I didn't watch the second half because I fell asleep. So I had to rewatch the reruns. Okay. I would say it's a mix of both.
I'm not asking for a mix of both because obviously it's a mix of both. I'm saying in your heart of hearts, do you feel like Dallas gave y'all the game, or do you feel like y'all took the game? Because my opinion, and this is not me being, I'm not a hater.
You think that? You think
when
that
it comes
was,
to football, I'm very like, regardless. Even
you think that was lost again?
I'm a Jaguars fan through and through, but I'm a football purist. Like I like good football, and I'm very unbiased and all that. Dallas gave away that game, bro.
I feel like the reason why I feel like we won the game is because in the second half we were able to kind of shut their offense down. Because I was really thinking like it's about to be a shootout.
I can't. Again, I can't say.
Like then I would say that.
But it's like I told you. I don't know if I said it on the podcast. I might have said it in us texting. I told you Dallas is probably going to average anywhere from like 24 to 35 points all season, and they're going to have a lot of losses because they don't have the defense to support them.
Mm-hmm.
And that game was an exact carbon copy of what I said was going to happen. Similar to what happened with the Bengals last year, that they have the offense to put up, but they don't have enough defense to only hold teams to theoretically 3 scores.
I will say they did I underestimated the value of Kenny Clark because I definitely thought we was gonna be able to run on him. Jalen did, but Saquon didn't. Like they did a good job bottling him up. In the second half, I know we was able to get pressure on him. Dak did a good job evading that pressure. It was one tackle. It was like one where we were supposed to get the sack, and Jordan Davis almost had the sack, and Dak got out of it. So yeah, I think the Cowboys were more impressive than I thought they were going to be because I definitely thought I really thought we was going to win by 14 when I ain't gonna lie to you, especially after that first Jalen run, and then when he had the second one, I was like, we about to beat their ass, and then we didn't. But we'll see. I'm very interested to see next week. If we play against the Chiefs, I don't care what the Chiefs got. We're not going to win. We got to play better against them, and I think we will play better against them. Let's transition to the Chiefs game. That was the best Justin Herbert game I've seen in his career. Like I'm not
complete game.
Yeah, I'm not a Justin Herbert fan, but I will give him his props. That was the best game I've seen Justin Herbert play. If he could play like that all year, my problem with Justin Herbert is I know that he's talented. He's a good quarterback,
right?
But he just don't perform well in the playoffs. And at some point, what you do in the playoffs gotta matter.
It always matters.
That's why, I feel like I
think Justin Herbert's is he's in a weird space being an AFC quarterback. If he was an NFC quarterback, he'd get a whole lot more love. But because he's in the AFC and it's the big three in the AFC, nobody really, you know what I mean? Until you beat one of the big three, nobody really cares.
I'm telling you right now, if
truthfully speaking,
Xavier Worthy,
and he has the opportunity to consistently beat one of the big three, but like you said, it has to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, if Xavier Worthy can't go, because he dislocated his shoulder, he's going to try to put him in a brace. If he can't go, I'm telling you right now, the Chargers going to win that division because Rashee Rice out for 6 games. Xavier Worthy probably be out for at least 4 to 6 games. You ain't got no real wide receivers.
We say the same shit every year.
Yeah, no, this is different.
Mahomes magic happens.
Yeah, but they had Worthy last year. They didn't have Rashee Rice.
It don't fucking matter. It'll be a career year for fucking Travis Kelce then.
Yeah, hell no. Travis Kelce, that nigga look washed, bro. That little white boy look washed. I ain't gonna hold you.
He didn't look washed playing the Chargers.
He did. He had one catch. That was it. He had one good catch. That was a touchdown. That was it. That one long catch to get him back in the game.
Okay.
I don't know. If the Chiefs go 0,
Mahomes magic, brother.
If the Chiefs go 0-2, and then they still got to play the Ravens at what's their schedule?
Mahomes magic.
We gonna see. If the Chiefs go 0-2, bro, they not.
Shit, me.
They not. I don't see it happening.
For the only way for the Chiefs to lose their division is they got to be down 3 or 4 games, bro, behind the Chargers or the Broncos. It can't be no 2-game lead.
Well, if you look at it, if they lose,
I don't trust them. I would say this, and you're a betting man, so am I. If next week the Chargers go win and the Broncos win and the Chiefs lose, I still would pick the Chiefs to win the division.
The Chiefs would be down 2, but they'll be down 3 technically because the Chargers would have have a 2-0 or they'll have a 1-0 lead on them, so they have to wait till they play them again in order to get the tiebreak. All right, so the Chiefs
I still would pick them to win the damn division. Bro.
The Chiefs got us next week.
Win.
So if they,
and it's in Arrowhead.
We'll
They're
see.
coming off a loss. They're not finna lose the home opener at Arrowhead.
We'll see. Then they got the Giants.
Win.
And then they got the Ravens.
It's at home.
Yeah.
We'll see how the Ravens look tonight. I'm tempted to say win for them.
If they lose to the Eagles, they can beat the Giants and they can lose to the Ravens. They could be 1-3, bro. And I mean,
they still would win the division.
They could probably catch up because they got y'all after that.
That's definitely a loss. And Duval on Monday night, boy.
I love your delusion.
It's not delusion, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So
that's
so you call me delusional because I think we gonna beat the Chiefs, and you think the Chiefs gonna beat us, but you think
if we were playing in Arrowhead, we get our ass beat. Not gonna lie.
But we see here's why.
That's the only reason I'm giving us the win.
Here's why I feel like
it's because it's at the crib.
We didn't already beat them in Arrowhead.
That's the lone reason why, bro.
We didn't already beat them in Arrowhead.
That's the only reason why.
And Jalen Hurts be cooking their defense, but the receivers got to play better. Yeah, they got because they got after the Jaguars, they got the Lions. They got all their big games at home. They got the Lions at home.
And that's why I say they would still win the division.
They got the Commanders at home.
They're gonna win the division, brother.
We'll see.
No matter how you slice it up, they go down 2 games. The only way I'm not picking them for the division to win is if they go down 4 games in their division. If it's a situation where at some point in the season they're like, we're gonna say 3-4, right? And the Broncos or the Chargers only have 1 loss, then I would be like, they're probably not gonna win the division.
Okay.
But this early, I can't.
What was the team that so as of right now we're recording this, we still got the Bills and Ravens game and the Monday night game. What was the team that impressed you the most so far?
It's definitely a tie. I will say it's definitely a tie between the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Or I will say this on a positive note. On a positive note, it's definitely the Jets and the Colts. I would definitely say that.
Okay.
On a positive note, the Jets and the Colts. Colts beat the Dolphins off Miami. That's what they just did. And then the Jets, they look really good.
The key is can Justin Fields sustain that for a whole season? If he can.
But the only thing, I will say this, the only thing that bothered me about the Jets was for a defensive head coach to go in there, and it was a home game, right? For a defensive coach to have given up as many points as he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because he gave up 30, the defense gave up 34. On a negative, right, I will say, even though they won, I will definitely say the Bengals.
Yes, they did not impress me at all.
I will say the Bengals.
Same old Bengals.
And then the Lions. Even though, and I know earlier you was like, they lost 2 coordinators, so they probably you might lose the coordinators, but you still got the same players.
It's different because even when the Eagles lost the coordinators, bro, we started off hot, but we weren't playing well.
I understand, but they just look bad.
I told you, they didn't
look like.
I didn't think the Lions were going to be that good this year. And everybody that was on my ass because they was like, the Lions got a good offensive line. You gave up 4 sacks, bro. 4 sacks. And I told you.
But they were worried about what you call it. You can't lie and say they weren't.
But
Even though he didn't play a lot, but it's still the thought process. Like, damn, like we kind of gotta.
True, but I told people on this podcast, and they were all on TikTok saying, "No, the Lions got to go up to the line. They still got Penei Sewell, and they lost Ragnar, whatever the case is. You gave up 4 sacks, bro. And the key is, if you could get pressure in Jared Goff, bro, he ain't that great. Now, mind you, I don't think the Packers offense played that well either. Like just looking off the stats, like.
They did enough.
Jordan Love only had 188 passing yards and they only had 78 rushing yards. But because they had the 4 sacks and they had the 1 turnover, they got lucky because Jordan Love should have thrown a pick. It was 1 pick they dropped, and then the next pick was a flag that came back. And the crazy thing is Detroit had time of possession. They had more time of possession, 35 minutes 25 seconds to 24 minutes and 35 seconds.
They just had a lot of drives
that went nowhere.
That didn't end up good.
You want to know who also impressed me, bro?
Who?
Brock Purdy. Even though he threw 2 picks, to basically because Jennings got hurt, Kittle got hurt. You're down to your backup tight end and Pearsall, who had 100 rushing yards.
Ricky Pearsall is nice.
I never said that he wasn't.
Hey,
I don't think he's the number one receiver though. But he was number one receiver today.
Hey, Ricky Pearsall, he is a number one receiver.
I'll say
number one receiver at the University of Florida, so he's built for that, bro.
I mean, just because you're a number one receiver in college, don't mean you're gonna be a number one receiver in the pros.
Okay, brother, man.
You could be a starting quarterback in college and not being a starting quarterback in the pros. Ask Jameis Wilson, Marcus Mariota, Sam Bradford.
That's different though.
Is it?
Yes, because the mental complexity of offenses changes.
I'm not saying Ricky Pearsall is a bad.
Ricky Pearsall is. I will say this. Ricky Pearsall to me.
I think he's their number 3 when
you crazy
when Ayuk and Jennings come back.
You crazy as hell.
You think he's better than Brandon Ayuk?
No, I'm saying I would have. He's better than Jennings.
You think so?
Hell yeah. Ricky Pearsall is a blend between Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp.
Okay. See, I don't know that much about him.
Those who disagree, because it's gonna be a lot. Because I just named 2 good ass solid receivers, like high top 20 receivers, right? Go look at his tape coming out of college. He didn't get a lot of reps last year because they had Debo, they had Ayuk, and then when he could get reps, when Ayuk got hurt and when Debo started being on that bullshit, he got shot. Yeah. So he was out for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But Ricky Pearsall is that guy. He gonna show it this season, bro. Today, 4 catches, 108 yards. It's not a fluke.
Yeah.
Not a fluke.
Here's my hot take. The AFC South actually may be a pretty good division. If the Colts can play, the Titans, even though they lost, the Titans impressed me.
I disagree, bro.
The Titans impressed me. Going into Denver, playing the way they played.
The AFC South is going to be exactly how the NFC South is basically every year. It's just going to be a muddled crapshoot until like the last 2-3 weeks, bro.
I don't think they're going to be the worst division in football this year, like they was last year.
We really weren't the worst division.
Well, the Colts were. Well, I can't say that because the Colts always find a way to like always almost make the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of hoping that Shane Steichen gets fired because I want him back as my offensive coordinator.
That's what I was thinking the whole time watching the game. I was like, Troy doesn't like this because they look good.
Yes, I need him to get fired so he can come back.
But even with that game, I don't know if that was the Dolphins' defense sucks or the Colts' offense is really that good.
We'll find out though.
So I don't know.
But yeah, I don't think like if the Colts play the way they play, the Texans are going to be the Texans, and if y'all continue to you said you like Trevor in that system. If y'all continue,
I love Trevor in that system.
If y'all can play the way y'all play, the way they play, it's going to be a tough division.
Because if you just look at, I think everybody plays like, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Do y'all play the NFC West and the AFC West this year?
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So for the first 3 weeks, every team plays. The first bye week doesn't come until week 4, I believe.
Okay.
So within the first 3 weeks, right, for our division, next week the Jaguars play the Bengals. I can see us winning that game. It's in
Cincy or in Duval?
It's in Cincy. Based off of how the Bengals played today and how we played today, I can see us winning that game.
You think they're gonna lose their home opener?
The Bengals?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, based off of how they played today.
Correct. Yeah, because they played, but you also played the Panthers.
Again, based off of how they played. That's why I mentioned them first.
Yeah, but see, this is why like I give them a little slack when it comes to the Browns because.
Why? Because it's a division game?
Yes, division games is you never know, bro. Like division games, like
right.
That's why
I can give you that. But at the same time, and I'm not much of a person who goes off of hype. Coming off of last season, bro, and what Joe Burrow was able to accomplish.
I agree.
With that offense.
But they also start slow every year. They just finally got to win.
They do, but I'm just saying, even in their start last season, when they played the Patriots, they still put up like 20-something plus points, and they look great doing it. They just lost at the end of the game. They almost lost today at the end of the game, but their offense didn't look
as great
today. But we played the Bengals. The Rams played the Titans played the Rams. So I can see the Titans being 0-2. The Colts play the Broncos.
How's the Titans front? Because the Titans got a decent front. They got a chance.
I don't know. I obviously didn't watch the game. The Colts play the Broncos. I can see the Broncos going into Indy But that's a swing game. I can see if Indy plays like they played today, I can see Indy winning that game. And then the Texans play the Bucks. I can see the Bucks winning.
Yeah, I can see the Bucks winning too.
That's possibly the same teams who won today win next week.
I made 2 bets because I had the Texans winning the division and then y'all winning the division.
And then the first divisional game really is week 3. I think that's week 3 literally for the AFC South is division. The Colts play the Titans and we play the Texans.
True. That's why with division.
So up until week 3, I think that'll it's a possibility going into week 3. Either every team can be 1-1, 2 teams can be 2-0, and 2 teams can be 0-2, and every team that's 2-0 will be playing the 0-2 team. And if everybody goes 1-1, then we're at a situation where everybody's 1-1 going into the 3rd week playing a divisional game.
True. That's why, when it comes to divisional games, even though I was discouraged how the Eagles played, I ain't put too much stock in it because it's the Cowboys. The Cowboys ain't when other teams may have been intimidated. The Cowboys ain't intimidated the Eagles. They play them every year. The Cowboys are looking like Dak is looking like I own these motherfuckers. Honestly, so why I need to be scared?
I don't think it was a scared thing. I think it was just.
Well, why need to be intimidated?
I don't think it was an intimidation thing. I think it was just more again, going off a past precedent. Y'all just came off a Super Bowl where y'all beat the living dog shit out of the Chiefs. You're coming off a situation where basically the whole summer or the late part of the summer, it was, what are they going to do with Micah? You come off literally 3 days before they just traded Micah, and everybody's like, oh, their defense is going to look like shit. So all this leading up to it was like, oh, the Eagles should curb stomp these boys. And when y'all did not.
When that normally happens, though, it don't normally get curb stomped.
I'm not saying they don't, but it just was one of those. It's just the perfect storm of the Eagles should handily handle this game. And at no point, I will say this: at no point in the game,
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
At no point in the game did it look like y'all were truly in control of that game.
I can agree with that.
It was always like one play away. Like, all right, now, y'all fuck around, y'all gonna find out. And luckily, that fuck around and find out moment happened in y'all favor with the fumble.
Oh yeah, because if that can't make that tackle, boy, it would have been.
No, and I'm not saying like the tackle. I'm saying like the fumble happening, because I really think if Dallas scores, right, they're up on y'all, right. I really think Dallas walks away with that game off of y'all, and it's purely because of how y'all offense was looking. Because if it was not for the running ability for Jalen Hurts, y'all offense was stuck in the mud, bro.
So me just believing in my quarterback, I don't think he would have found a way for us to lose that game. That's just me. That's just my belief in Jalen.
And I'm saying I don't agree with you, but I don't also disagree with you to the context of saying purely because of his legs. But if it came to a situation where I put it like this, when it got to the end of the game, right, and I think it was because y'all won 24-20. If Dallas would have came down and scored a touchdown and y'all needed a field goal to tie it up, I don't think y'all are able to get down the field with him throwing.
We'll see.
That's just my opinion based off of how that game was going, because it was like y'all was getting put in like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7s, and because he has running ability, he was always bailing y'all out. Every single time y'all was getting put behind the chains, bro.
There was only 2 quarterbacks this week that looked good and had to shake off the rust was Justin Herbert and surprisingly Daniel Jones. Everybody else, Matt Stafford ain't look. I thought Matt Stafford played horrible. I don't think he played that well.
He hasn't played all damn preseason.
Neither did Jalen Hurts.
But I'm saying, he had a back issue. Like Jalen Hurts was at least practicing.
True. Joe Burrow played like shit because he played horrible, bro.
I agree.
That nigga played disgustingly horrible. Tua, don't even get me started on Tua.
This is my. You had your my hot take is I think it's time for the divorce of Tua and
Mike McDaniels.
Yeah, one of them have to go.
He's going to get fired.
One of them have to go. Either you have to get rid of Tua and just and it's early because obviously it's just week 1, but I'm just going based off of
they need a culture change.
Yes, they need a culture change.
So they're going to have to get rid of Mike McDaniels. So they're going to get rid of Tua.
I want to say that, but I also don't think Tua is the right quarterback. For Mike McDaniel for what he's trying to, for what he wants there.
I mean,
I think it works because he came from West Coast, get a quarterback who can get the ball out of his hands quick. But Tua just doesn't Tua just doesn't move the needle.
True.
Truthfully
But
speaking.
when Tua is healthy, they win. It's just when they don't win. It's
He
just
was healthy today, right?
yeah. But for the most part, though, he
Right.
has a correct. No, I agree. They got the ass beat today. But for the most part, when he's healthy, they win. The problem is he just ain't always healthy. Who else played horrible? CJ Stroud didn't play well, but I was expecting that because I don't think Jordan Love played that well either. To be honest with you, Jared Goff ain't play well. Bo Nix ain't play that well. Purdy made enough plays to win the game, but he had 2 bad interceptions. You know who played well? Geno played well.
That's not shocking though.
It's not.
It's not shocking from the standpoint of Geno was with Pete Carroll previously.
Oh yeah, in Seattle, right?
Sitting behind Russell.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's not shocking.
Yeah, and when Russell got traded that first year.
And I think a lot of people forget that.
Yeah.
So he knows the system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Geno played well. I was shocked that Drake made through 40 fucking times. I was like, bro, god
That
damn.
is kind of shocking.
I saw the time. I said 40. Like I like Drake made, but I don't like him that much. 40 times?
That is kind of
I do feel like
46 actually.
yeah, 46. I feel like I know it's early, but this was a game that I thought the Patriots could win. And the fact that
I expect them to win.
and the fact that they didn't win is like, maybe y'all not as good as I thought. Because a lot of people have the Patriots making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, my name is not a lot of people.
And I was like, maybe y'all not as good as I thought y'all was. Justin Fields played pretty well.
That is another person that did. I feel like he played very.
But I think he did more with his. So
he was kind of 50-50.
Here's why, like, the Jalen Hurts thing be pissing me off because.
So right now, because I did like the little ESPN
I don't think
thing.
I don't think Mahomes played that well either, personally. But he did enough with his legs. But what he gets praised for, Jalen Hurts gets criticized for.
Wait, say that again?
I said, I don't think Mahomes played well either, but he did enough with his legs. He had that one long pass to Hollywood Brown to kind of get him in the 250 range. Before that, he had the same numbers as like Hurts did until he had that long pass. But he made enough plays with his legs.
Who, Mahomes?
Yeah. Because he had 5 rushes for like 60-something yards.
But this is the thing with Jalen Hurts. This is the difference with Jalen Hurts and Mahomes. Nobody expects Mahomes to fucking use his legs. So that's why you can't make the comparison and say, hey, he doesn't get criticized for the same thing Jalen does, because everybody expects it from Jalen. Like, everybody knows Jalen's gonna do that shit. So that's why the criticism comes. With Mahomes, it's like, can he do it? Yes. Will he do it? Probably not. He's just gonna keep scrambling behind the line of scrimmage and throw some shit.
Here's my hot take.
But he actually took the initiative to run.
Here's my hot take with Mahomes. I think Mahomes is a very talented player. I feel like he's going to be one of the best. But I also feel like Mahomes is Jameis Winston with a little more talent. Because
crazy.
So here's the thing.
Crazy as hell.
Jameis.
What did you say?
Let me finish.
I want you to repeat what you said.
Let me finish.
So they can cook your ass.
Yes, I feel like Mahomes is Jameis Winston with more talent.
Wow.
Jameis Winston is talented.
Wow.
Nobody has disputed that.
Wow.
Jameis Winston, bad playmaking skills is why he's a backup. Some of the shit Mahomes be doing, bro, it's like, nigga, if that shit get picked off, bro, like some of the shit. I feel like he be getting lucky on some of that shit. Like that one play he had against the Chargers when he fucking was about to go down and just threw that shit up. And I think, was it Kelsey that caught? I'm like, bro, this nigga be getting lucky and lucky. But we gonna see. I'm very excited to see what happens in Arrowhead next week against the Eagles, because I've been talking shit already to people on Twitter, and I need them to back me up. I've been talking. There was this Chiefs fan talking about, she was talking all shit. Y'all cornerbacks are shaky. Y'all not good. And so then when they lost, I just, how does 0-1 feel? Because y'all lost. Same thing with Nick Wright. I don't know you watching this, Nick Wright, but you said that y'all were going to beat the Chargers, and you said that you had no faith in the Eagles to get back to the Super Bowl. But last time I checked, y'all lost to a team that Mahomes owns, and y'all lost handily. Like, that game was close, but wasn't that close. The Chargers in control damn near the whole game.
Hey, brother, man.
But we will see.
We will.
Who else?
I don't know. In my little ESPN picks thing, I'm currently 10-4 right now.
The Buccaneers.
So
Baker played well, but I thought the Buccaneers would play better than what they did. But we'll see what happens next week. And then who else? Who else played? Am I missing anybody? Who do you think wins the Bills and Ravens game? I think the Bills in the blowout. I don't think it's that close.
You said the Bills in a blowout?
Yeah, I think with Isaiah likely, would likely hurt, and then don't they got another wide receiver hurt or some shit like that? I don't think it's gonna be that close, to be honest with you. And it's the first game of the year. I do think it's an injustice.
I think the Ravens win by probably 10.
Okay, I think it is an injustice to the Ravens. Basically, the last 2 seasons.
And the only reason I say they win by probably 10 is because the Bills have some shaky play calling on from the front of, like, it'd be like some key fourth downs and they go for it and they just don't get it.
Okay. I do feel like it's an injustice on the Ravens. The last 2 years, you have to start your season with the same team that ended your season.
I like that. They're up for the challenge. I mean, it's not like you can pick your
But
schedule in the NFL.
I mean, you can, but they could. But I also feel like this
like that'd be dope, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that would be dope.
You can pick your schedule.
Like how they do in college. That'd be dope as fuck. Yeah. Like basically, like here's the opponents, and you pick and choose when you want to play them.
You obviously have to play your division people. But I feel like but you can't have an open like playoff system in the NFL. But
so I think it would be better like this. It basically like okay, like you know how like the end of the year. At the end of the regular season, everybody knows who their opponents are, essentially.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like, here's your opponents. You get to pick and choose when you want to play them in the season.
Okay.
I could get with that.
Yeah, I mean.
But we're going to see. I know a lot of people have Mahomes winning MVP, but if I'm telling you right now, if he ain't got them wide receivers, he ain't winning MVP.
You said who, Mahomes?
Mm-hmm. I don't see him winning MVP if he don't got the receivers.
We will see.
We will see, man.
So I will ask you this question: if you had to build a receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
You build your perfect receiver, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for body size, who are you choosing?
T.O.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're speaking from Eagles receivers only.
Oh, Eagles receivers only.
Yes. So from your knowledge as an Eagles fan,
mm-hmm.
build your receiver.
Okay. Give me
whose body?
T.O.'s body.
Okay. Whose hands are you taking?
That's a good question. Whose hands? That is a good fucking question.
Cause y'all done had some good receivers, bro.
Yes. I would probably say AJ.
AJ's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whose playmaking skills? So run after the catch.
Give me. I want Deshaun Jackson's playmaking skills and his speed.
Okay, so you're taking Deshaun Jackson's playmaking skills and his speed.
With AJ's hands and T.O.'s physique. Can you imagine T.O.'s physique?
Who's route running?
I feel like DeVonta Smith has really good route running. Give me his route run. I feel like he's precise in his route running.
Okay, so you have the body of T.O., the hands of AJ Brown, the speed and playmaking of Deshaun Jackson, and the route running.
And give me this is gonna be a shocker. Give me the consistency of Jason Avant.
Are you saying from like a health standpoint, or are you just saying like from just like
in general? Like when his number was called, he caught the ball.
Okay, so clutchness. So you're taking Jason Avant's clutchness.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that AJ Brown and all of them aren't clutch, but when Jason Avant's number was called, he caught the ball.
He always came through.
Always came through.
Okay.
Always came through.
How did you feel when y'all had Jeremy Maclin? Because I used to love Jeremy Maclin in college when he was at Missouri, bro.
I felt like, right, and here's my honest opinion.
Or I'll let you say that and I'm ask you another question. You can end how you got to end.
Here's my honest opinion. I felt like the Eagles did McNabb a disservice because they gave him all the weapons on the back end of his career. The year we lost to the Cardinals, we had LaShawn McCoy, Deshaun Jackson, Jeremy Maclin. If you would have gave him half of those weapons at the start of his career, instead of giving him, because remember, we went to 3 NFC Champions game with Todd Stinkin and James Trash.
Right.
I feel like he would be in the Hall of Fame. No lie. Because I feel like he would have won a Super Bowl. But at this point, when you give him all the weapons in his career, like, he's not the same player. His last good year was the year we lost to the Cardinals in the NFC Championship game.
Is that the year the Cardinals lost to the Steelers in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we were down early. We were down like 21-0 and came back. And then we took the lead. No, we tied the game and then took the lead. And then
was that the game y'all played in Arizona and all them damn points got scored?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. And it was the game where the Eagles couldn't. They won for it on 4th down twice, and we couldn't stop them, and we ended up losing the game. Yeah, I did like Jeremy Maclin. I understand.
That was probably one of my favorite. Like, I'm not obviously nowhere near an Eagles fan, but that was probably one of my favorite receivers.
Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin was.
That was a good duo.
It was. I feel like I'm appreciative of the 2 Super Bowls that we had. But we don't get there without Chip Kelly blowing the team up. But I felt like if we didn't hire Chip Kelly and maybe kept Andy Reid for another year, I feel like we could have probably won a Super Bowl with that team. Because we were close.
Okay.
With LaShawn McCoy in his prime, Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson. The year I felt like we would have won the Super Bowl, but we didn't. I felt like the year the Steelers won. I mean, the year the Packers won. Okay. And they beat us in the wild card. I feel like whoever won that game was going to win the Super Bowl. And the Packers just beat us because that was Michael Vick had a good game that game. We just got outplayed by Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. And since we're talking about receivers, who is your biggest disappointment as an Eagles receiver?
Biggest disappointment?
Yeah, like, why did we get this guy?
It's a few of them. Jalen Reagor for sure.
Or who's your... If we had, because normally most teams have, we'll say 3 receivers on the field at all times. So who's on your all trash Eagles receivers like field? Who's on the field? Your top 3 receivers, all time Eagles trash receivers.
Jalen Reagor.
Okay.
Quez Watkins. I will never forgive that nigga because real quick, everybody says that Jalen Hurts cost us the Super Bowl. I disagree. And here's why I disagree. Yes, he had the fumble, and they ran it back for a touchdown. Quez Watkins cost us that Super Bowl because Jalen Hurts had
off of one play.
Jalen Hurts had a dime to Quez right before
one play. You don't like this young man.
Well, it was more than that. And they kept dropping balls all the fucking time.
Okay.
But right before halftime, Jalen Hurts had a bomb to Quez Watkins. And if he catches it, instead of going up 10, we go up 17.
Okay.
And then instead of going up 10, we go up 14. Which essentially win the game because we lose by 3. He dropped it. We had to settle for a field goal. I hate Quez Watkins used to drop that ball all the time. That's why I'm happy we got Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson gonna catch a ball. That's one thing he is gonna do.
Okay. Who's your third? You said Quez Watkins and Jalen Reagor.
Yes.
So who's your third?
It used to be Nelson Aguilar, but Nelson Aguilar redeemed himself. Like the Super Bowl run, he played really well. I got mad respect for Nelson Aguilar. It will probably have to be Todd Pinkston. Because this nigga here, bro, whenever he would, it used to piss me off because he would have the ball and he would see a fucking corner come. He would just, like, nigga, like, you a fucking wide receiver, bro. Like, I got mad respect for James Thrash. I used to call him James Trash, but I got respect for him and I got respect for Freddie Mitchell. But Todd Pinkston, bro, I swear to God, bro, that nigga used to piss me off so bad, bro. I was like, why the fuck are we here? And you know who else used to piss me off? He was a good cornerback, but Lito Shepard. But not because of simple fact of cornerback. This nigga would be running the kicks back and doing a non-necessary juke. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He would do a non-necessary juke and get tackled. Like, nigga, just run straight. Like, bro, what the fuck, bro?
Okay.
Gosh, that used to piss me off so bad, bro. Like, Todd, I used to call him Todd Stinkston, bro. Like, I swear to God, yo, that nigga used to piss me off so bad, bro. Like, it was just like, why? I love Andy Reid, bro, but Andy Reid's stubbornness, because he was the GM too at the time, really cost us a fucking Super Bowl. Talking about we don't need receivers. Nigga, that's the fuck we do. We got the 3 NFC Championship games. That's why I feel like, right, if I had to go probably all-time Eagles quarterbacks, I'm going to put...
We'll ask that on another episode.
Yeah. Because I feel like McNabb's the top 3
Okay.
all-time Eagles quarterback. He just don't get the credit because he ain't win nothing. But yeah, that's
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna call you right back.
my man Tyler.
That's, about earlier.
Oh, that was her.
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna. I don't remember it sounding like that. But yeah, that's it, man. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm late. I still gotta drop the Michael Parsons episode. I ain't do it. I was lazy this week, so I'm gonna drop 3 episodes this week: the Michael Parsons episode, the Eagles recap, and then me and Tyler will come back, do a weekly recap, and then I'll do the Eagles preview. So probably 4 episodes this week. We're both 1-0. Hopefully it's the year we played you in the Super Bowl.
Hopefully so.
You probably don't come on the podcast. We wax you on the Super Bowl, huh? Because I'm talking mad shit.
No, we would. Like I said, I'm a very objective person. But you got to know. You have to know. You have to be aware that in the event that we do play and the result is in my favor,
I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna be like, you got it. You got
brother,
it.
man. You have to understand the type of podcast that type of episode is gonna be.
I understand.
It's gonna be all type of. Y'all just have to find out.
So
let's pray and hope for podcast purposes. Let's pray and hope the Jacksonville Jaguars play the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. And for that episode, we're gonna find a way to live stream. We will find. I promise you, we will find a way to live stream so y'all can see every full reaction comment in real time.
Hey man, I appreciate you, bro. Like Eric, because Warner hit me up and he was like, "I know you're going crazy about this game." Like, actually, bro, like when I win the Super Bowl the next year, I'm real calm,
right?
Because we already won.
Right.
So like, if we lose, I ain't mad. It takes me like I'll be on Super Bowl high for like 2 years. After that second year, I'm like, all right, now let's get our shit together. What the fuck is we doing? But we'll see. We'll be back next week. Well, y'all see me later this week for the Chiefs and Eagles preview. If Jalen Carter doesn't play, I'm nervous about that game. If Jalen Carter does play, I have no worries about that game. That's my honest opinion. I feel like I think he's that much of a difference maker for us.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see. Until next time, peace. Welcome to the episode of the Tailgate Talk Podcast.